Hello and welcome to the Buffalo Brotherhood. I'm Ryan. This is Fishing Planet, and we've been playing for a little bit. We're going to fast forward here to make sure my microphone's up loud enough. I think it is. It sounds good. We're going to fast forward to the peak time this evening, about 7. You're going to see that we've already been catching some fish, 15 pounds worth of fish. Just sort of trying to make that money back. We're still down. 6,000 or so, I think is what we're down. 6,000. Let's see. We could have probably fast forwarded 1 more hour. Can we fast forward 1 more hour? It's not gonna let me. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to fish. First fish we'll get. We'll look at the keep net. Hope everybody's doing great. Happy Wednesday to you all. I am. Got a lot of content coming out on the YouTubes, and I'm looking forward to it. Getting a lot of feedback. Thank you guys so much for those responding. Becoming members of the Lodge. Welcome to the Lodge. Not a lot going on this week. Not a lot going on with the game. Not a lot going on with me. Just trying to catch as much fish as we can, and I have to stop saying I did it 3 times there in the last 30 seconds. Hoping to catch another fish here, because I do want to show you the keep net, because we got some decent fish in there. It's getting really bad right now. I don't know what's going on with me. I need to get it figured out. Not a lot's going on. Cloudy day like this. The temperature did come up. It was less than 70, right around 70 this morning when I was fishing. Which was allowing me to use my silver. I did it again. I know I did. Which was allowing me to use my silver casting spoon. To quite a bit of success. There we go. I was catching lots of grass pickerings, which seemed weird that was what was happening. But looks like a bluegill. Yep, bluegill. But it does allow us to look at the keep net. So you'll see there that we've actually caught. We started with the bluegill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a pickling. 9 spotted bass already, which is, this one was a decent one. It's almost 2 pounds. This one was almost 2 pounds. So some decent fish in the keep net. Hopefully we're earning $1,000. That's our goal. Try to get $1,000. If we do get it $1,000, we're in the $5,000 range. Which means we're closer to going someplace else. I mean, we'll have to break even first and then earn money. I would have liked to have seen some comments one way or the other here. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this. There's been some support about keeping doing the videos, which is great. And as I said in Monday's video, if I wasn't having fun playing, then I wouldn't do it anyway. But I'm still enjoying I still enjoy the Fishing Planet itself, the visuals, the sound, the audio. The mechanics. I think all that stuff looks great and is a lot of fun. I'm a little annoyed that my progress is going to be a little bit stalled or stunted by this. Man, I am doing terrible today with the old talkie. Crappie? Excuse me. Let's try going the other way, just for giggles. You guys have to forgive me. I'm a little bit tired. I normally start these with sort of a direction of what I'd like to talk about or where I'd like to go, but it's got a little bit difficult. We could talk about Sail Away Simulator, in case you haven't checked any of those videos out. It was pretty good. People seem to like it. It's a good game. I enjoy it. It's going to be a little bit slow when it comes to commentary, because there's not much. It's a realistic simulator, not like this. This is very realistic in its look and sort of the game mechanics and that sort of thing seems to be realistic. But I've gone fishing for a whole day, and if I caught 3 fish in a day, some days that was a success. It may not have been a great success, but that was a success. If I only caught 3 fish all day long, it'd be like video 35 or even 36 and 37. I don't even know the names of the videos, I'll be honest. But there was a stretch there where we wasn't catching very many fish. And it just wasn't very much fun until we sort of analyzed what we were doing wrong and fixed it. And anymore, we can pretty much catch fish. I may not have fast-forwarded enough on this particular map, but that's okay. We can always leave and come back. It doesn't cost us any money to be in Texas. Oh, there's a fish. Why do we need to? This is what, our third fish since I started recording? If I keep 3 fish in 5 minutes up, that's going to be pretty good. Another bluegill, though. We do need to get out of the bluegill and start catching some spotted bass because we've got to earn the money. And $14 a fish is not enough. Let's let that sink all the way down. Let's let it sink all the way down. Get that tension back on that line. And see it sort of S up, like curve up there. Tension on that line. And then when it hits the bottom, it relaxes like it just did. It's almost like it sits down. It's weird. Right there. Right there. If you're watching the indicator at the top, it should line up there. We're only getting one lift and drop though from that. I thought we'd get more. This is going to be a smallmouth right here. We're going to pull it back up. It's going to rest. It's going to attack it. Get it. Come on. Get it. I'm not even getting a lift and drop. So, there it goes. Just going to reel it in. We'll cast it back out. Big cast. 2 hands on the pole. Ugh. Gave myself a hernia cast in that one. All the way down to the bottom, all the way up, and stop. And stop. Yeah, well, Sellaway Simulator's been doing a pretty good job on the channel, and I was actually kind of excited. The company itself retweeted one of my posts, or the post that I put on Twitter, that said that the video was going live. So I thought that was pretty cool of them to sort of give a little love my direction. It was great. I was like immediately self-conscious. If you can't tell from the ums and the ahs in this particular video, I was immediately self-conscious though. I was like, was that really my best work? Like if I was going to get a game developer to retweet one of my tweets or to point some people towards their game via my video, my humble little video, is that the one I'd want them to do? Which kind of was like, I don't know, Ryan, you really don't. You don't hit it out of the ballpark every video anyway, so. But that's not what we're here for. Oh, right. Did I get him? Did I get him? I got him. Look at that, right up there. See how small he was in the water? That was funny. I like it, though. We wanted to catch a spotted. We caught a spotted. Out there deep, which is good, because it hit 6:30. Peak time's going up. I did it again. See? Because this should be a game there. Keep track of how many times I say and let me know. Don't count that one, though, of course, because we were just talking about it. There we go. Nice big fish. Nice big fish. Yeah, the people from Sailaway, a sailing simulator, and Fishing Plane and I work together. Let me fish. Oh, it was a crappie. I thought surely that was one. But I got an achievement. I got an achievement. Crappie Master level 2. Hey, that's 2 videos in a row I've gotten achievements in. Nice job, me. Could be 3, actually, now I think about it, because I think I got Panfish Overlord in one. I wonder, we should take a look at this achievement sometime and see what sort of achievements they actually have. Let's see. So, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was still going to drop. I didn't see it. I didn't see it hit the bottom. I was kind of looking off to my right at where the recording software is. Are you guys interested at all in seeing how we record? Like, was that something we'd like to see? Should I make a video about that? I was thinking about like the way I do my thumbnails, which I know are probably they're rather fairly original. That's nice. Look at those red eyes. Man, that's pretty. I want to go bass fishing right now. I was thinking about when I was making some thumbnails the other day that I think I've got a really efficient way of making thumbnails. It's fairly boring. I get that. Not super creative, but I'm not an artist in that way. Had a little lag there. Dropped some frames. There I did again. Hope you're counting. But using the way that I do my thumbnails, I can put all the stuff that I need to like put in the comments and all my tags and stuff right there on the page. So it's like a one-stop shop. I have a document where I keep all the games I've ever played, and there's sort of the little blurbs I put in their YouTube comments. The area down below, sort of. Spoiler alert, in case you never read those. It's pretty much the same every time except for the first paragraph. First paragraph is what I write about the game, and then everything after that is just the contact information to become a member of the lodge if you wanted to be, or to contact any member of the lodge. But I was like, this is actually a really good system. I wonder how everybody else does it. So like you guys that are content creators that are watching my videos, some of you guys have like awesome intros or great music, or you do a lot more editing than I do, which is fine because editing is great. It's just not sort of the format of our shows. Sometimes I'll get 15 minutes into a video and have to stop, and I just re-record the whole thing. That's not always true. When I was doing Train Simulator at the beginning of the year, a lot of those things were edited down. Because it was seriously just a long time of me just driving a train. And there was that whole series. We were climbing up a mountain. I made a mistake and hit the emergency brake and stopped us as we were on an incline. We lost all of our momentum, and we had to sort of climb out 1 kilometer, 1 mile at a time. I don't remember what the measurement unit was, but it was entertaining. Not for me. It was frustrating for me. I think it ended up being entertaining though, because I pulled the video out and time lapsed it and moved it, and I don't know. I think it ended up turning out to be all right. That was like one of the first series. I think that was one of the first series other than Fishing Planet that we started at the beginning of the year. Player Unknown Battlegrounds could be another series like that if I could actually get caught up enough to play. I'm between my real job that makes the money to sit in this chair and, my kids and wife wanting to see me. It's hard to find enough time to get some of that stuff recorded without staying up until like the wee hours of the morning every morning, which you shouldn't do. It's not good for the brain. We need good rest. You need to get good sleep, good rest. Make sure you're ready to go. Anywho, yeah. So you guys, the YouTube contenters, I'm just curious, like how you handle your thumbnails. Like what's your like? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Flipped him right out of the water. Oh yeah, I've done that before in real life. Keep him. He's mine. Fog's settling back in. It's hitting 7 o'clock. Getting the primo spotted bass fishing time. I think thumbnails are a little bit overrated. Maybe not overrated, but I mean YouTube screams at you if you don't have custom thumbnails. You'll get like a thing like, the first thing you can do to improve this video is to have a custom thumbnail. But I think thumbnails sort of they send a message like this video is here, or this is what series it is. This is this gives you comfort. Like I'm a big believer in sort of branding your material. I've changed my intro like 3 or 4 times, but once I get an intro, I stick with it for a while. That's nice. I think the one we have now will probably stick with, but I do you guys remember this? Anybody remember this? Let me know if you remember this. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. Thank you so much for checking out us. We appreciate you consuming your YouTube content with us here at the Buffalo Brotherhood. I used to say that every time. Or something like that. And I was like, that's taking forever. In a world where we have to sort of just get to the comment and get to the point, that's taking forever. Yep. I was nibbing So I wasn't doing my casting right there. But yeah, I think that branding, that sort of that predictability to the video is important. I think people come to rely on that, and they can make decisions based on it. Like, I don't think I've never once looked at a thumbnail of a video and been like, that's one I want to watch. That right there's one I want to see. But if I'm scrolling through videos, like I'm like, oh wait, hold on, that's a video I watched. That's one I like to see. That's a YouTuber I want to know more about. Was I snagged? Was it a fish? What happened? I don't know. So like, you come to know what their thumbnails look like. So without really reading it, you can communicate what it is. So that's why we always use that wood background that our friend Kyle, graphic designer Kyle, created all of our logos, original from him, from scratch for him. So we're always thankful for the stuff that Kyle did for us in the podcast, and then now on YouTube. And I mean, he's a phenomenal artist, and he's basically volunteered us for what would be, I don't know, I assume hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands. I don't know how much this stuff cost, but he gave us all of the original JPEGs and then all the original files, and sort of it's his work. We've never tried to take credit for his work, but he's basically given us the license to do with it as we see fit, and we're eternally grateful for that. So at least I am. I mean, it just, as soon as we got that logo, as soon as we got our logo, that half positive and half negative of the bison head, and sort of the font that he used to make it, and then sort of the wood grain stuff that he made. Like, he did all that himself. I'd have no idea how to do that, but he did all that himself. And he gave us all that stuff, and I mean, I've been eternally grateful ever since. And like, as soon as you get that, you're like, okay, this seems real. This seems good. It's kind of like being retweeted by a games developer. I mean, that's a big deal. Like, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, as far as I know, nobody in Fishing Planet's ever noticed this, which is okay. I mean, we're small fish, pun intended. But I think there we go. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. Come on, pull it back out. Pull it back out. There we go. There we go. 2 pound, 2 pound, 2 pound, 2 pound. Oh, 1.3, really? Felt bigger than that, the way it was rolling off that rod. That's okay, though. I will take it, and I will keep it, and I will love him, and I will call him George. Just having that thumbnail gives you some predictability. So Kyle gave us sort of the foundation, and then I either try to take a snippet from the game itself, using the game material or the game art, or I take a snippet of the game I'm playing, because I and you can do a Google image search for anything, and sometimes I do Google image search for stuff if I can't get a good picture myself, or if I'm like sometimes I do these when I'm like on the road, when I'm not at my computer. I use my laptop or whatever. Oh, that was quite a bit bigger, and I didn't even say anything about it. So it's easier to use game capture or basically image off the game's website or whatever. But for the most part, try to use our own images to do that, or just the title screen. Normally I just use the title screen. But anywho, having that, and sort of also like keeping record. You can look at the thing and be like, oh well, that may or may not inform your decision, like, oh, this is episode 30. I'm not interested because I didn't start from the beginning. A game like this, Fishing Planet, is non-sequential, so it really doesn't matter, and probably I should get away from putting numbers on it, because if it's going to deter somebody to be like, whoa, because we just broke episode 50, by the way. I mean, we didn't even talk about that. Episode 50 was Monday. This is going to be episode 51. Half a century right there in YouTube videos. Someone might see, well, 50 videos. That either communicates two things. Like, one, like, why do I want to start at 50? And two, and I do recommend you start right now. Don't go back, because everything's changed. Everything's different, and I didn't know as much then. But it might communicate, hey, this been around for a while. I missed it, so I don't want to be in it. Or it might actually communicate, hey, this has been around for a while. There must be some level of quality here. At least we know it's going to stick around, which it has. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new Fishing Planet videos. Had people always request for this to be daily, but I just could not make it work. I couldn't. And to be honest, I don't think that I think at that point we'd start tearing to my enjoyment of the game. Like right now I enjoy coming here, hanging out, catching some fish. Maybe we can get 30 pounds of fish. Wouldn't that be cool if we get 30 pounds of fish today? Catching some fish, taking out our debt, fishing in some of those challenges like the Peacock Bass Challenge before we ruined our game because of it. But no, I need to get over that. Look at that. Look at that guy coming right to us. All right. Less than a pound, though. He's just a baby. Look at that experience game 5. I think it's because I have the wrong reel on. I think if I had a different reel on, it would be okay. But at this point, we're just looking for the cash. The cash. Yeah, we're going to keep it. 27 pounds. Okay. 3 more pounds. I'm going to call it a video, maybe. We'll see. You think that it's been around for a while. A video that's got 50 episodes or a series that's been around for 50 episodes, maybe it's got some worth to it. So, I don't know. Numbering on Fishing Planet I don't know. Could be good, could be bad. I'm not sure. To be honest, it's the way it is now. I'm too much of an old fuddy-duddy to change. That's right, kids. I'm too old to learn new tricks. We should just do a whole Fishing Planet series just as like that guy. Grandpa going fishing. Hello. Back in my day. I don't know. It's been staying up too late. Mine's mush. Oh, here we go. This is like the 3rd one we've caught right there in that spot. Keep. Pound and a half to go. We're at 30 pounds. I don't know why I'm casting it so far back there. It's going to catch right there where my rod tip is. Right there. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? Yeah. So basically, and this has been the theme through the whole entire episode, so if you've been sticking around, thanks. I'm basically talking to just maybe the handful of people that make YouTube videos. Or maybe the handful of people that think they want to make YouTube videos. I just, does anybody, how do you guys manage your thumbnails? How do you keep track of your YouTube schedule? Is it important that we keep dates? Is it important that we honor sort of commitments there of like, I'm going to make these out Monday, Wednesday, Friday? I mean, I'm sure everybody just wants more of everything. And I totally understand that. More of everything. But that just doesn't work. I go through phases where we'll do like 3 videos per day. And everything suffers. There's just not enough time in the day. Not enough time for me to make it, but there's not enough time really for everybody to consume it. There's so much YouTube that's out there. So much YouTube. I always sort of kick myself that we didn't start earlier. Back when we started the podcast, we should have skipped the podcast completely and went straight to YouTube. Because the growth of YouTube in just even the last 3 years, has been monumental. Like, we missed the whole podcast thing completely. We were way late to the game to that, which in turn made us real late to the game to YouTube, which means we're late to the game to Twitch. Which I guess I should take this moment to remind you that Buffalo Brotherhood is on Twitch at twitch.tv/Buffalo Brotherhood. Check us out. Hopefully going to be doing more and more streaming. The problem with streaming is it's uncontrolled. It's unscripted, which is fine because these are unscripted too. But if something happens, like, like always happens, I have to go be an adult for a while, or a dad for a while, or a husband for a while, or just a human being for a while, then I can either pause the recording and edit it and bring it back together, or I can just scrap the whole recording and start over. With Twitch, you don't really get that. Like, you can't just like stop and start. Like, there's a lot of times I play video games just with my friends, like not recording them, but like Heroes of the Storm or Player Battle, PUBG or whatever you want to call it, or even Fishing Planet. I do a lot of this with Fishing Planet when I'm just grinding at this point. And just have laundry beside me, cast a pole, cast out a line, fish it in, see if I catch a fish. If I catch a fish, great. If I don't, well, then I'm going to fold a pair of socks. Once I get those socks folded, then I cast another line. So on and so forth until I get everything folded or whatever. But when you're streaming, when you're Twitch streaming or streaming on YouTube or whatever you want to, whichever one you want to call it, there we go. This is going to give me 30 pounds right here. This one's going to give me 30 pounds. Come on, 30 pounder. You my 30-pound fish? No. I need half a pound. If you're streaming or something like that, people show up. People are there. People pop in your room. You know what I mean? People pop in the check on the video, see what's going on, and you got to be there, be engaging, to be present. You know, if you're stopping to fold a pair of pants every time you catch a fish, well then, I mean, that's not fun. That's not going to be enjoyable. If you're, every 10 minutes your son comes in and hands you handwritten notes about when he gets to watch the TV in the living room, well then that doesn't work when you're Twitch streaming, whatever you want to call it. So I would love to do more. I have fun doing it. I love the immediate engagement and the immediate feedback, and we are going to do more. But we just got to sort of find that time to schedule it. Find that time to make it happen. I'd love to catch a bluegill right now just to get that 30 pounds. I'd love to start and end my day with a bluegill. But I don't think it's going to happen. Nope, not today. Which is fine. I didn't really want a bluegill. I wanted to catch a 40-pound spotted bass worth $3,000. Got the big yawn coming now, man. Let that go. Take a drink. I got some LaCroix. You guys ever drink LaCroix? It's sparkling water. I'm trying to cut back soda. Don't want to drink any pop, which hasn't been a big deal. I kind of gave up pop a while ago. I went to sweet tea actually, then went to unsweet tea. And then just basically was water and coffee all day, every day. But then I kind of slipped a little bit. Was getting, go to the restaurant, instead of getting water, I'd get a pop. Go to my parents, instead of drinking water, I'd get a pop out of the garage there. So then, like, I started feeling like I needed to get more of those crazy bubbles, that crazy carbonation. So, I bought pop at home for a few times and just drink it. And it's just not. It's honestly, pop is so bad for you. It tastes good sometimes, like pop in a can. There we go. Breaking 30 pounds. Soda in a can, maybe. Pop in a can. What do you want to call it? Coke in a can. Coke in a can is okay, but it's not great. Coke in a glass over ice after it's sort of breathed for like 10, 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. And like the smaller the ice, the better. I mean, that's good stuff. And with that, we're going to make 30 pounds. Keep 31 pounds, to be honest. So, but pop in a can, not great. Pop in a glass, fantastic. But I wasn't drinking it in a glass. I was drinking it in a can. I was just, cracking it open. Just drinking it up. And it's not good. It's not good for you. So I had found that a little sparkling water goes a long way. You get craving a soda, don't want a soda because you don't want the calories, you don't want the sugar. A little sparkling water kind of tricks the brain into thinking it's getting soda. And then LaCroix, there's just so many interesting flavors. Look at that guy. He's a beast. Has so many interesting flavors. Like, I like the fruit sort of infusions. So, started with lemon and lime, and then tried coconut, and then just went crazy from there. And so far, I've loved them all except for the mango. And love is a strong word because it has a very interesting taste. It's not like water where you go when you're done, and it's not like Coke where you sort of have that sugar high when you're done. The fruit flavors are sort of a little bit I don't know. It's different. Zoe calls it sour. Noah says he likes it. My wife says she hates it. So I like it. I'm drinking a cherry lime. Cerise limon, which is cherry lime apparently. I think in French, which is funny because it's got sort of a French looking can, and LaCroix, you know, it's French and so forth. But it's actually just, I think it's a product of the U.S. I think it's just is it Warren, Michigan? Maybe Minnesota? Yeah, it's not French. Maybe the idea of sparkling water is French. Did they first come up with sparkling water? I don't know. But what I'm going to say is I'm going to say thank you guys so much for joining us in the lodge today. I really appreciated you guys stopping in and hanging out. If you want to be a member of the lodge, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified every time these videos come up, which Fishing Planet is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, hit that bell beside the subscribe button, and we will let you know on your desktop or on your phone that a new video has been posted. 12:30, 3:30, 6:30, depending on what time, or depending on what time zone you're in. It's when they're posted Eastern Central Time. No, just Eastern Time. Central Time is an hour behind that, isn't it? If you like the video, then hit that like button. It helps other people find our video. It lets me know that you enjoy what we're doing. And if you have any comments about how to do YouTube thumbnails, or if you got interest to find out how I do it, possibly, not that I'm an expert, but if you just want to start that dialogue, then leave a comment down below and let me know. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.